don't want to go back out there.
But we've got to find...
What was that?
Chris?
No.
Jill, go and investigate.
I'm going with her. Chris and I go back a long way.
All right. You two go. I'll secure this area.
Stay sharp.
I remember the first time I played Biohazard, it just came out in the West, and it was called Resident Evil outside of Japan.
A dining.
I played it on the PS1 when it first came out, and I absolutely loved the horror and suspense in the game. I remember that I don't think I've ever played a horror game ever since I played Elvira on the PC, and that was a long time before, and before that I played a few hours. What mean? I played a few hours before that, but when Resident Evil came, it was awesome. I just felt it was awesome. It was
I think you'd better take a look at this.
What is it?
Of course, this is the remastered version number 2, I think. Because you see,
Jill,
after Resident Evil,
see if you can
I
find
played
any
the
other
Japanese
clues.
version, Biohazard.
I'll be examining this. Let's just
And
hope
then
it's not
came
Chris's.
The Biohazard, the director's cut, which was all with the extra scenes
Barry.
and extra levels, if you want to say that. Areas, that's better. Extra areas which was cut in the Biohazard Resident Evil when it came out. So playing the director's cut was really awesome. We saw more, and they said back then that that was the version which the director of the game actually envisioned. That was for the first PlayStation, and in the Biohazard I noticed that Jill's outfit, which you can see here, is like green blue and mostly blue. It was turned white in the Japanese version, and then I played the Resident Evil director's cut, and there her outfit was blue again. And then, since I'm such a Resident Evil fan, or was, then Resident Evil was released on the GameCube, because I had a GameCube and a PS2. I played it on the GameCube, which is pretty much this version. I did not know though or I did know that the controllers are terrible, which you can see by my fidgeting around and walking like I'm drunk, because the control system I chose to have the legacy control system, and it's just awful, as you can see. Completely horrible. And back then people were complaining all about Resident Evil having the worst control system. And I was like, well, it's not all that bad, but now being out of the loop and not playing Resident Evil Biohazard in years, I completely understand what people said when they said that this game just has the most horrible control system ever.
That gunfire. I'm counting on you to investigate, Jill.
Sure thing, Wesker.
Yeah, I didn't chicken out here. It was just that I rarely do what people tell me to do in games. People tell me to go to the left, I go straight up if I can. And I love to explore, so I was like, I don't want to do this. Let me do this my way. Actually, there is a way to save some ammo here. Now we're trying the old Resident Evil way. If you remember, you could just run back without not having to. Or was it in the Director's Cut? We could just run back and skip this iconic scene. I remember when I saw this remastered version, I just didn't like that he had pupils. I liked it better when he was like having just white eyes and just turns you away. And the first time I met this zombie, I just shot him. It's wasted a lot of bullets to shoot him.
Barry!
What is it?
Look out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of it.
Yeah. This is one of the reasons why people didn't like the dialogues in Resident Evil, because we are shit.
What the hell is this thing?
What does
I
it
found
look like,
Kenneth
Barry?
killed by this thing. Let's report this to Wesker.
Yeah, and notice that I'm supposed to report back to Wesker, but what do you think I will do? I will do exactly the opposite. That's me trying to open the door, and it doesn't open. Because it won't let me. The game says you have to report to Wesker, and I'm like, no, I don't want to. More useless controls. This is one of the few things was kind of interesting, because if you did things differently, things would change. For instance, this is a small thing, but if you directly report to Wesker and then got back, yeah, you will see this, nothing weird. But oh wait a minute, I think actually that happens no matter what you do. Actually, when you hear him leave. Weird thing that you see him leave, but you can't see him. But anyways, I think it was in the Biohazard Director's Cut. If you directly,
Wesker!
instead of going out to find that monster or that zombie
Jill, help me look for
eating
him.
your
Let's
friend,
not leave this hall.
and just
Good
directly went to Wesker, and when you come back, you would see that Barry would just see the zombie coming through the door, and he would just shoot it. So that was my entire plan there, to save some bullets. And I believe it was in Resident Evil first version, you actually have to go upstairs before the story continued. Now it just changed it. And also when you went upstairs, it would
Any luck,
go
Jill?
directly into a load
No,
screen.
nothing. What's going on around here? I can't figure it out.
Same
You can't
here.
figure it out.
Chris, and now Wesker.
There's not much we can do. We can search for him separately. I'll investigate the dining room again.
Okay then, I'll try the door on the other side.
This mansion is gigantic.
Yeah, and guess
We could easily
twice
get lost.
what I'm gonna do right now.
Let's start from the first floor.
You
Okay.
really think I'm going to
I almost forgot.
check the
It's
other
a
door
lock
like
pick.
she said I should?
You'd make better use of it.
I have to say that even though
Thanks.
the lines
I may
here are
need it.
cheesy, they're
Listen,
much better than the original
something
lines,
happens.
which
Let's
people
meet up
were
in this
ridiculing
hall.
to no end.
Got it?
Okay.
Up, up, up. Yeah, that appears. And like I said, I don't do what I'm supposed to do. And here's the stairs, and in the first Resident Evil, going up these stairs would prompt a load screen. And down again because the controls are so completely off. But actually, when the load screens in Resident Evil was one of the more innovative in my book, because back then load screen was pretty much just the standard load screen. You see a picture of something and it says like, or it was just black and says loading, right? But in Resident Evil they did it a little bit differently. It's kind of interesting, but we still, you know, the still pictures during the load screen are still a thing. We still haven't abandoned that, even though people hate load screens. Okay, and here, let's see. Here I am. So this is what I'm doing. I'm supposed to go to the door opposite. I didn't do it. I went upstairs instead. And immediately it spawns a zombie. It's kind of weird that you don't notice them when you're downstairs. You actually see them. Because if you look down, you can see that they were at the fireplace. You turn around from the fireplace, you can see straight up where the zombie is. And he's right to my right as speaking right now. I'm looking right at him. He was outside the screen, and this was something that was something about Resident Evil that made it a little bit more atmospheric, and some people hate it. But the thing is, the camera's angle is locked, so here you can see the zombie showing up, even though my character would have been staring at him the entire time. Yeah, and as you can see that there's the statue is holding something, and I want that thing. I was thinking, should I shoot him now, or should I just, you know, let him chase me around and just make enough distance between it and me, so I can just get the jewel. And that's when I discovered this, and this was something that was introduced in the... I don't think it was in the Biohazard director's cut. I think it was in the remake that these defensive items came up. And I remember when they were making the remake that there's supposed to be an entire section when you're being chased in the beginning, but it's just a cutscene, and you're also supposed to be able to like kick and punch. But it was scrapped for some reason, and it didn't show up until I think Resident Evil 4. But one thing about Resident Evil was this, especially in harder difficulties, was to conserve your ammo as much as possible, because you wouldn't have enough ammo to take care of all the zombies and whatnot. So you had to be very smart about it. Another thing I liked with Biohazard, the remake, is that you can actually see the weapons that you're equipped. So since I equipped the knife, you can see it taken from her belt. And there's the loading screen I'm talking about. It's like a door opens instead of just saying loading. It was atmospheric and cool at that time.